Welcome to the 10-minute in-home, no equipment necessary workout. My goal is to show you how to incorporate some strength building exercise right into your regular routine. Before we begin the exercises though, I'd like to go over with you 5 basic guidelines that will help you to get the most out of your workout without injuring yourself. The first and most important rule is to stay hydrated through your workout. Next, we're going to keep the core stabilized throughout the workout. If you'll simply rotate your hips forward, that will contract the abdominal muscles and automatically open the space between the vertebra in your lower back. As you lift your rib cage, that facilitates your diaphragm and breathing. Next, we're going to get the muscles warm before we work out. So we'll move upper and lower body for a minute or two just to get the muscles ready for exercise. We're going to begin with squats. Squats will work all the muscles in the lower body, the largest muscle group in your body, and that will facilitate a great calorie burn. So let's begin. Hands on the sink or countertop, feet about hip distance apart. Remember, your core is engaged, knees and elbows stay soft. I want you to sit back as if you were reaching for a bench. Knees stay directly over your ankles, never coming across your toes, and then push up through the hips. As you sit back, quadriceps are engaged. Push up through the hips to engage glutes and hamstrings. And do 10 to 15 repetitions depending on your ability. Next, we're going to work pecs and shoulders. So step back from the sink just far enough, a couple of feet maybe, so that you can lean forward toward the sink and then push away, keeping your back straight, a straight line from your head through your shoulders, down your back, and into your legs. Again, knees and elbows stay soft throughout the workout. Exhale as you push away, always exhaling on the contraction phase of the exercise. The next exercise we're going to do is kickbacks. If you'll stand facing the countertop, hands gently placed there, we're not forcing any pressure. Stabilizer leg is soft. We're going to lift one leg and kick it back, knee in, kick back, in, and as you extend, I want you to get a mind to muscle connection, focusing in on the muscle group that you're working, hamstrings, glutes, lower back, really getting the most out of it that you possibly can. Again, we'll do 10 to 15 repetitions, as much as time allows for you, and then move on. All right, now let's focus on the side. Lifting out to the side, and as you lift, keep your ankle lifted up. If you turn your toe and let toe lead the way, then that brings more of the contraction on the quadricep, and we've already worked quadricep. So now we're working on the hip, leading the way with the side of your leg and your ankle. Stabilizer knee is soft. 10 to 15 reps. Let's move on. Okay, we worked pecs, the front of your body, with the push-ups. So now we need to do something for the upper back. Laundry detergent works nicely. We'll use this as our resistance. I want you to put 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and that just helps with core stabilization. Leaning forward toward the sink, neck and back in a straight line, shoulders on a level plane, and you're facing forward. You're simply going to bring your elbow close to the body, lifting it up above your back, and at this point you have a nice contraction across the upper back and into the tricep muscle. Extend, not dropping your shoulder, up. Now let's do something for our deltoids. that nice little cap on your shoulders. And the deltoids is a rather small muscle group, so you don't need much weight for it. Water bottles or soup cans will do nicely. To work the deltoids, I want you to have your core stable, knees flexible, and you're going to lift with soft elbows out to the side. As you lift, you exhale and keep your wrists just below shoulder level. That way you won't aggravate the little bursa sacs in your shoulder. We don't want to create injury. We want to work safely. Exhale as you lift. We're going to turn around, do a little work for the bicep muscle. Again, you can use your soup cans. You could lift a little heavier with this, but we'll use the water bottles for now. Shoulder to elbow is pasted to your rib cage, and you're going to bring elbow up and down. Hold your contraction for a second. We want that contraction to set into muscle memory, and slowly release. As you release, you're going to keep a little tension on the muscle, so not completely straightening your arm. Exhale and release. All right, let's turn it around and work tricep muscle. You're going to lean forward like you did with the rows, keeping neck and back in line, shoulders level. Elbow is just above the back level, and then we're going to straighten the arm behind you to do a little kick back. And as you straighten your arm, the tricep is contracted. And finally, we're going to do a little work for the abdominal muscles with a basic crunch. In terms of form, I want you to keep your knees up, which takes pressure off your lower back. Pretend that you have a tennis ball under your chin, and that will prevent you from giving yourself whiplash while you work. Fingertips behind the ears, elbows open wide, and you're simply going to lift your shoulders off the floor, feel the contraction, and release. Exhale. As you contract those muscles, focus in and release. As many repetitions as you feel you can do comfortably. Take a little break, and then at the end, you can stretch your lower back by dropping your knees side to side. Let's focus on a little stretching now that we've gone through exercises for all the muscle groups. If you'll bring your feet apart, relax your knee, relax your neck, and stretch toward the ankles. Hold that stretch for 10 to 15 seconds. That will help release the muscles through the legs and back. All right, we stretched the lower back and hamstrings and glutes on the floor. Now we need to do a little stretch for quadriceps. If you'll grab the top of your foot and pull your heel toward your back, that will stretch quadricep and hip flexor. To stretch the upper back, if you'll just lean forward, knees soft, drop your head and pull through. That will open the space between the shoulder blades. As you drop your neck, it will open the space between the vertebra in your neck. Then for pecs and the front of your shoulders, if you'll simply put your arm on a flat surface, a door, refrigerator, whatever, and turn away, you're going to get a good stretch through the pecs and shoulder. Always stretching very gently, never to the point of sharp pain, but just enough to feel a slight tug. Hold your stretch, never bouncing, and then release. A couple of times should be sufficient to cool down. And then if you're stretching side to side, that's going to give you a stretch and contraction for the obliques and hips. Okay, great job, girls. Go for it. Build strength, be strong, and live long.